phone with, let me try that again. On the phone with us right now, Lewis, 30 years of music industry experience under his belt. He's collaborated with Grammy winners and gold and platinum selling artists, and he's the founder of the website bornamusician.com. A lot of our listeners would like to be full or part-time musicians. Let's get our guest's name is John Seda on the phone right now. Hey, John.
There you go. John Seda, how are you?
How you doing, Ethan and Lou?
We're doing just fine. We do have, it's a rock station, so there are a lot of folks who listen.
Right. I was checking it out.
Would like to be able to do more and maybe make some money
right.
with their music. They've written original tunes. And that's what caught my eye when I saw that you had come up with the bornamusician.com.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me a little bit about how some of our listeners can take advantage of that website.
Well, we're an online subscription business. We have 150 digital stores worldwide, including iTunes, Amazon, and YouTube. We do not take any portion of the sales or any parts of the royalties, so the artist makes the complete money from their sales. We offer many things for free, like free SRC codes, free barcodes, free iTunes trend reports, and basically our motto is to enhance the musical economy. We want to help and assist artists to find new ways to make money in the arts, and it's a tough thing going on right now with all the different things changing over from one platform from the other from the last 10 years. So we're noticing that a lot of artists are going through transitions of not making any money with their music, so we're trying to find new ways to change that.
Now, on your website, are there pieces of advice, recommendations on how to get into the business of making your own music, along with, obviously, the places where you can display your music?
Well, right now we have a lot of promo about what's the best route to release music. One of the things we recommend is sometimes you should do a couple of singles before you release an album to get more viral presence. And the reason for that is pretty simple and basic. When you release a single, you usually pick a artwork for that particular piece, which is a little different from the album, right? It kind of portrays the music of the single. And by having a couple of those before you do your album, kind of like a lead up to it, now you've got, when you Google your name up there, now you have, let's say if you have 2 singles out in the album, now you have 3 different pieces that are up there, and it just gives you a lot more viral presence.
Is this a trend that you see music heading in? I mean, is this where people are going to have to they're going to have to adapt to be in the music industry?
I don't think it's a trend. I think it's a reality right now.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's cool to, it is. I think it started years ago as a trend, but now it's becoming a norm. Because what we have, like, say for example, I'll give you an example with YouTube. Anytime an artist comes to our website and let's say he buys a single subscription, which is for $4.99, right, for the first year, the music gets watermarked. And what that means, it's got a digital print in it, which you can't see or hear, right, obviously. But when you put up a video on YouTube, YouTube actually gives the artist 60% more than they would normally get if they went directly through them. So that's a pretty cool offer. And what that is, basically, it's the same deal that they give to the major labels. So everything is being designed right now to be on the same playing level as the majors. But, there's one thing to be said about that, too. The artist has to put more time and has to become a little bit more business savvy, which in the past was always the norm not to be business savvy. Like, I want to play music and I want to do the gigs, but I really don't want to be too business oriented. But everything that's all the platforms that are being designed are designed for that to happen. So I would advise artists that they should look more into it and find out about their collective societies such as BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, Sound Exchange, and find all the different ways they can make money in music.
We're talking to music industry insider, founder of bornamusician.com, John Seda. John, I have a good friend who works for Atlantic Records.
Okay.
And he told me that the way they're doing it now this is about 3-4 years ago.
Right.
That you have an independent recording, maybe you have an album or a single, but obviously you want to make it for sale.
Right.
And what the record companies do, at least the majors, he said, is they look at the sales of that particular artist, how much money or how many records they're selling.
They have to establish themselves first.
Right, they have to establish themselves first, and then the majors will take a peek.
Well, that's correct. They got to create a profile, a higher profile, and that's by doing a lot more gigs. Taking great pictures, doing press releases, making themselves more visible. So the name of the game is basically to try to increase your profile to such a status that then now these majors start taking interest in you.
Yeah,
and it's a business decision too. It goes back to the same word where sometimes artists don't like to use, which is the word business,
right.
Where the majors are in it for business too. They want to make money and they want the artist to make money.
So basically, being discovered is not happening anymore, really.
I don't think so. To be honest with you, I used to, years ago, I have a small independent label which I don't use anymore. It's called Rising Sun Music, which is my studio, and we stopped doing it because there was just no reason to do it anymore, because it's like the artists can do it themselves. So I kind of like advise the guys. I said, look, I'll produce you and do this and record, but you really got to do this on your own. You don't have to. You don't need me to do this, because if they're what can you do? You take a percentage of their sales, and if they're not really out there trying to push it, you can't love the music more than they do, Right. So it's a great thing that's happening, but at the same time it's very difficult because a lot of them are still for some reason clinging on to that past of the discovery. I'm going to get discovered, I'm going to become rich and famous, and that's not really happening anymore.
And there are so many, tons of singer-songwriters and musicians out there that, the competition is fierce.
Oh, it's incredibly fierce. I think that now, to be honest with you, from what I noticed from recording a lot, is that I think that talent now it's a lot more abundant in many ways. It's not as disciplined as it was before.
Right.
As far as being very dedicated to your instrument, practicing so many hours a day. I think you're finding that a lot of the kids that growing up, using the iPads, laptops, programs, and they're a lot more savvy at it. So they have different ways to find out how to learn more about music, so they can pick it up quickly. But the part that I think is in lack is the part where they have to be consistent and persevere. There's no instant gratification in this game,
Right. So if you are a musician, you want to make some money from your music, go to bornamusician.com. It may help you get that jump start. And John Seda, thanks for checking us out.
Thanks, John.
For a while today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.